Hello and welcome to another episode of the East Coast College Admissions Podcast, where we give you expert advice and inside information on navigating college admissions at East Coast institutions. I'm your host, Cleopatra, and today's episode is a must listen for high school juniors and seniors and their families who are deep in the college application process. The topic for today: early decision versus regular decision. Which is right for you? We'll be diving into the pros and cons of applying early decision, early action, or regular decision at East Coast schools. Whether you are aiming for the Ivies or other top-tier institutions, this episode will help guide you through one of the most critical decisions you'll ever make during the application process. So let's kick things off with the basics. What exactly is early decision, early action, and regular decision? Why do these three options even exist? For many students, East Coast colleges offer the flexibility of applying through these different paths, and each path can greatly impact your chances of admission. So let's break each of them down. First up, early decision, often considered one of the most binding commitments in the college admissions world. If you apply ED, you are essentially telling the school, if you accept me, I promise to attend. You can apply to other schools through early decision, and if you are accepted, you must withdraw all other applications. What are some of the pros of early decision? Higher acceptance rates, of course. Many East Coast colleges, especially competitive ones, have higher acceptance rates for early decision applicants. Colleges appreciate the commitment ED students make. They feel a significant portion of their class this way. And if you've not caught on to what ED is, that's just the short form of early decision. Another pro is demonstrated interest. By applying ED, you are showing the school that it is your top choice and that enthusiasm can work in your favor. Another pro is less stress. If you are accepted ED, you can skip the stressful wait for regular decision results and focus on finishing high school. But for every pro, there is a con. So some of the cons of early decision include binding agreement. You can't get out of this. That's the biggest drawback of early decision. Once you are in, you are committed. You won't have the opportunity to compare financial aid offers from other schools, which can be a major factor, especially with the cost of tuition at East Coast institutions. The other con is the pressure to decide early. ED deadlines typically fall in November, which forces you to decide on your top choice school early in your senior year. This can be challenging if you haven't fully explored your options. Next up is early action. Unlike early decision, early action is non-binding. You can apply to multiple schools and still wait until spring to make your final decision. Some of the pros of this is non-binding. You are not locked into attending the school if you are accepted. You will have more time to weigh your options and financial aid packages. Another pro is early notification. You will usually receive a decision by December, which can help alleviate the stress of the long wait. Another pro is the flexibility. You can apply to multiple schools under early action as opposed to the one school limit for ED. For every pro, there is a con, and some of the cons of early action include it's still competitive. Just because early action is non-binding doesn't mean it's less competitive. Many top East Coast schools still receive a large number of applications in the early round, so you still need to put your best foot forward. Another con is it's not always offered. Not all the schools offer early action. You will need to check with each college to see if it's an option for you. Finally, there is regular decision. This is the most common route for students, and most East Coast schools have regular decision deadlines around January 1st. Some of the pros of regular decision include more time to decide. You have until January or February to submit your application, giving you more time to refine your essays, gather recommendations, and boost your senior year grades. Another pro is financial aid flexibility, which is like one of the top pros for this. Since you receive offers from all schools around the same time, you can compare financial aid packages and make a more informed choice. Another pro is it's non-binding. Like early action, regular decision doesn't lock you into attending a particular school. For every pro, there is a con. And some of the cons of regular decision include higher competition. By the time regular decision rolls around, colleges have already admitted a significant portion of their class through early decision and early action, making the acceptance rates lower for regular decision applicants. Another con is longer wait time, which can be stressful. You won't hear back from schools until March or April, which can add stress during your senior year. So now that we've covered the basics, you might be wondering which option is right for me. The answer to that depends on several factors, including your confidence in your top choice school, your financial situation, and how prepared you feel by the early deadlines. So let's look at some of the factors to consider. Top choice school. If you have a clear number one choice that you've thoroughly researched and you are confident about, then early decision could be a great option. But make sure that it's a school that you are absolutely sure you want to attend, since it's a binding commitment. If financial aid is a critical part of your decision, regular decision or early action might be better choices, as they allow you to compare offers from multiple schools. Early decision can leave you with limited options if the financial aid package doesn't meet your goals. Another point is your preparedness. If your application is strong early on, stellar grades, test scores, and a well-crafted essay, early decision or early action could give you a competitive edge. However, you need more time to improve your application. Regular decision may be the safer choice for you. Now let's shift our focus to the East Coast specifically. Many prestigious East Coast schools like those in the Ivies both offer early decision and early action options. They tend to fill a significant portion of their freshman class through early applications. If you are aiming for these higher competitive institutions, applying early can sometimes increase your chances as long as the application is ready. However, keep in mind that smaller East Coast liberal arts colleges also offer early decision. These schools are looking for students who are genuinely excited about their institution. So applying ED can send a strong message of interest to them. In conclusion, deciding between early decision, early action, and regular decision comes down to knowing your priorities. Are you ready to commit? Do you need more time to weigh your options? And most importantly, is your application the best it can be by the early deadlines? If you need help figuring out which path is right for you, or you want assistance preparing your application for these critical deadlines, our team is here to guide you every step of the way. So reach out and let's navigate this journey together. Thanks for tuning in to today's episode of the East Coast College Admissions Podcast. Don't forget to subscribe, leave a review, and follow us on social media for more tips and insights into East Coast College admissions. Until next time, happy college planning.